Dear students, welcome back to the second part of correlation. In the first part, we have seen the meaning of correlation. We have completed the meaning of correlation. What are the different types of correlation? And among these methods, we have completed what is scatter diagram method and graphic method. In today's video, we'll see Karl Pearsons coefficient of correlation. One method we'll be seeing how to compute Karl Pearsons coefficient of correlation. Karl Pearson method of correlation was being introduced by Karl Pearson, and this Karl Pearson is being denoted, this method, this correlation is being denoted as small letter r. It is not represented as like this r. It is represented as small letter r, and the value of r, it varies between +1 and to minus 1 to +1. You can see how we can write -1 to +1 is how the correlation values tends to lie between +1 to -1. In the last video itself, I have told you about the meaning of -1, +1 and all. +1 refers to perfect positive correlation, -1 perfect negative, and if it R comes as 0, it means it is no correlation. There is no correlation. But the occurrence of -1, +1 or 0 is very rare. Majority, you can see in most of the cases, you'll be getting values in between -1 to +1, like 0 minus 0.23 or otherwise 0.75 plus. Likewise, you'll be getting. If it is coming near to plus, what will be your conclusion? Your conclusion will be like the variables are having what relationship? Positive relationship. This is positive. If it is coming near to 1, it means +1. If it means what? It means high degree of positive correlation. High degree of positive. This is how you are going to give comment on the values what you are getting. Values of I you are getting. There are three different methods of computing correlation. There are three different methods of computing correlation. First one is direct method. Second one is actual mean or arithmetic method. This means what? This means when the deviations are taken from arithmetic mean. Here, when the deviations are taken from uh, assume mean, that is known as A, right? So here you will be having two different variables, namely x and y. Two different variables you will be having. You have to compute for x, you have to compute for y. So let us see the first method, known as direct method. Generally, direct method is not that used. More or less, we are preferring direct method. Will be using the direct method when the values of x and the values of y is a single digit or minimum 2 digit. If it is more than that, better go for arithmetic or assume mean method, right? And in case of arithmetic mean method or actual mean method, what happens in case if the values of arithmetic mean and the value of arithmetic mean of both x and y, if it is in round figure, if the answer comes, if the mean is 20, 30, likewise if answer comes in round figures, if it comes in fractions, it is better. If it comes in fractions, it is better to go for assume mean method. So when it is in round figures, you can go for this method. Otherwise, you can go for assume mean method. So in this video, we are going to learn about the first method, known as direct method. So in direct method, what we are doing, we are the values will be given as two variables will be given. The first variable which is given will be treated as x, and the second variable which is given is treated as y. Right? It may be marks secured by boys in a particular class, marks secured by girls in a particular class. Whatever the variable you are getting, okay. So these are the two variables, and these two variables, how it is correlated. So this we need to find out. So what we are going to do in case of direct method means what? We are not taking any deviation, but we are doing directly from the values of what? We are calculating directly from the values of x, in case of direct method, right? So how we have to compute this? Let us see the formula of computing correlation. R is equal to, the formula is very simple. You can see n summation of xy minus summation of x, you can put in bracket, multiplied by summation of y. You can see both x and y variables reflected in the numerator part. In denominator, you are going to use the square root for x and square root for y. First is for x, n summation of x square minus summation of x whole square. Likewise, n summation of y square minus summation of y whole square. This is how you have to compute. So generally what are the values which is being given in your sum? X will be given, y will be given. These are the question figure which is being given to you, okay. What you have to compute with the help of this formula itself, you can come to know. You have to find the total of summation of x, you have to find out the total of summation of y. You can put it here, okay. And the next one which you have to find out is, you need x square and y square both. Find out x square and find out y square. Total x square, total y square, okay. Next one is, you have to find out summation of xy. Write down you have to find out xy, you have to multiply this x and this y. This you have to multiply, and the answer you can write here and find out the total. It is very simple. What you have to do is you have to substitute these values in this table, these values in the table, and you can find out the value of r. Whatever method you are using, whether you are using direct method or arithmetic mean method or assume mean method, whatever method you are using, you will be getting the same answer. That's why this method is very rigid. Anyone computing from the same set of data will be getting the same figure, whatever method you are using, right? So let us move on to the sum portion. For example, you have to calculate correlation, Karl Pearsons coefficient of correlation, okay, from the following data. From the following data. We can take x and y. X and y figures are given. I'll just write once. The same value you have to write here, okay. Let us go for the same. I'm just writing x here. I'm writing y here, okay, because we need what? We need x, we need y. These are the two figures which we need, and these are the question. This is the question figure which is being given, right? Remaining all we have to find out what? We have to find the find as per the information given in the formula. First, write down the formula. As soon as one sum is being asked, write down the formula and find out what are the values you have to find out, okay. So here, what are the values you need? You need summation of x, you need summation of x square. This both you need. You need summation of y, you need summation of y square, and you need summation of xy as per that formula, right? First, let me write the question figure. X, the value is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can see that the figure which is given is single digit figure is this 987, single digit, and in case of single digit we can use this direct method, right? The calculation won't be that tedious. In case of y, the value is 15, it is double digit. You see 15, 16, 14, 13, 11, 12, 10, 8 and 9, right? So this is the question figure which is being given. Now I am using different colors in order to denote the answer figures, right? I'll use this color. Hope this is visible. This is your x square, y square, and ultimately you are going to find xy, right? So what the blue figure means, what? It is your answer figure, what we are computing, okay? So just we'll find out this. This is your summation of x. Draw beautifully summation of x. This is your summation of y, right? This is your summation of x square. This is your summation of y square, and this is your summation of xy. This part you can do later on, okay? Okay. So now you have to double it. X square you have to double. 9, 9, 81. In your calculator you can just use 9 into equal to. You'll be getting the double of that. 8, 8, 64. 7, 7, 49, 6, 6, 36, 5, 5, 25, 4, 4, 16, 3, 3, 3, 3 is a 9, 4, 4 is a 2, 2 is a 4 and 1. The total is 285. This figure we have got. This figure is 285. Okay, this figure you have got 285. And this figure also we can total it. As soon as you are writing this in the table form, you can find out the value of summation of x and summation of y. Later on you can do this. 15, 15 is 225. 16, 10, 16 is 256. 14 into 14 is 196. 13 into 13, 169. 11, 11, 121. 12, 12, 144. 10, 10, 100. 8, 8, 64, 9, 9, 81. Right. The figure here is, you can see, it is 1356. So now xy means this and this you have to do multiply in order to find out xy. So 9 into 15. 9 into 15 is 135. You can use your calculator and find out. 8 into 16 is 128. 7 into 14 is 98. 6 into 13 is 78. 5 into 11 is 55. 4 into 12 is 48. 3 tens are 30. 8 twos are 16 and 9 ones are 9. So the total is 597. So these are the values which you have got. Now we can simply put the values in the formula. What is the formula? R is equal to, I just write down the formula once again. Okay, dragging up and down is difficult, so you can write it once again. Summation of x into summation of y. You can put this in bracket in order to avoid it full stop and all. Okay. So root over what? Root over n summation of x square minus summation of x whole square. This is for x. It's very simple. You see the same formula is applicable in everywhere. The thing is you need to remember this formula. N summation of x square minus summation of x square. Okay, here you can write down n summation of y square is equal to summation of y whole square. So how you have to do? What is the value of n? You can see what is the value of n. N, how many number values are given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So n is what? N is equal to 9. N is 9. So write down the value of n. Right. Write down the value of n. I'll write here. N 9 into summation of xy is 597. Right. Minus summation of x is 45. 45 into 108. So numerator is ready for calculation. Write down denominator. Again you are going to write 9. X square is how much? 285. Write down 285 minus summation of x whole square. So summation of x is your 45 whole square. Okay. Multiplied by 9 into y square is how much? 1356. Right. 1356. 1356 minus 108 whole square. So let us solve this problem. 9 into 597 is 5373 minus 45 into 108 is, just multiply it, it is 4816 divided by 2 into 285 into 9 is 2565 minus 45 into equal to, do it, 45 into equal to, you will get the double of that. Just use the facility which is given in the calculator. 2025 root over 9 into 1356 is 12,204 minus 11,664. So this is the value. 108 into equal to is 11,664. So write down the value. 513 divided by root over 540. You have deducted it. Again root over 540. Right, root over 540 into root over 540 means it is your square root of 540, it is being said. So what you can do is 513. When you solve this problem, your answer here it will be 540, which is equal to 0.95. As I have already told you, it is 0.95 and it is coming in plus. Plus means what? It is near to what? Near to 1. It is near to 1. This 0.95 value is in plus and it is nearing what? Nearing plus 1. Which means what? Which this is positive, this is high degree. Okay. So what will be your comment? That there is high degree of positive correlation, high degree of positive correlation between, in case variable is given, you can write the name of the variable x and y. Okay. Since variable name is not given, I am just writing x and y. So there is a high degree of positive correlation between x and y since the since r is equal to what? 0.95. This is your answer. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can give the comment in the comment box. Thank you. The next video will be on next method known as actual mean method. Generally, this method is not that preferable. In case if the digit of x and y is in 3 digit, 4 digit, it is not preferable. At that time we can use either actual mean or assume mean. Mostly we are using assume mean method because in most of the cases you won't be getting arithmetic mean as well as arithmetic mean of x and y in round figures. So it is better to go for the assume mean method. Okay, thank you.